further ado, think we should just start getting started. So, my name is Jason Ramirez. I'm the vice president of AI Club, and then this is
I'm David. I'm the tech lead here.
and then over there is Mindy. She's our treasurer, and that is Bertrand, our secretary. Sorry for those on Zoom that can't see what I'm pointing to, but there are members here. Trust. So basically, today we'll be going over the basics of machine learning, and our tech lead will be leading us through what exactly it is, how you can use it, and how to apply it.
All right.
So,
Hey
get
everyone.
into that.
Welcome to our AI Club meeting. Today we're diving into a deep world of machine learning. What is it, how it works, and how it's transforming everything from healthcare and entertainment to entertainment. Even if you've heard of the term before, by the end of this session, you should understand the logic, the types, and the real world impact. So grab your curiosity. We're going to explore the machine learning uh, and actually learn. All right. So what is machine learning? Machine learning, or ML, is a branch of artificial intelligence that allows computers to learn automatically by finding patterns in data instead of following step-by-step instructions. Instead of telling a computer exactly what to do, we give it examples. Lots of it, lots of data. And it figures out the relationship on its own. Think of it like how humans learn to recognize faces. You don't memorize each person's features, right? Um, and yeah, you'll learn everyone's features and find out relationships on its own. Think of it like how humans can learn to recognize faces. You don't memorize each person's features. You see patterns over time and start recognizing them instantly. Machine learning systems do the same, but at a scale that humans just can't match, right? Processing millions of examples per second, or actually even millions per second now. So slide 3. All right. How machine learning works. Let's walk through it. The process usually starts with collecting large amounts of raw data from sensors, users, or database. Then we train a model using algorithms that find relationships in the data and adjust their internal parameters to reduce errors. Once a model is trained, we will use it to make predictions on its own inputs and keep refining it over time with feedback. So it's really a cycle of data, training, prediction, and improvements. And now with a lot of like the data sets, so I'll be actually teaching you guys, making workshops if you guys come, which would be awesome, right? They already have exoskeletons and things preset, like all the hard math to do. So now you just kind of implement it and then like give it your own training base like sets, right? And then that's how you make your own AI. And that's the coolest part, like making chat box and stuff like that. We already have the hard part done. All now you need to do is just learn how to kind of branch it and make it your own thing for whatever you need it to do, which is honestly really scary that there's not a lot of like legal stuff around that right now. Like honestly. All right, let's go to the next thing. Okay. Core steps in machine learning. There are three main steps in any ML workflow. First, data preparation. We collect, clean, and organize the data, fixing missing values and formatting it properly. Second, model building. We choose the right algorithm, train it, fine tune it to capture patterns in the data. And third, evaluation and feedback. We test how well the model performs, measure accuracy, and make adjustments to improve it. So yeah. Okay. Benefits of machine learning. Oh, is this the other one? Oh, this is the other one. Oh, here you go. Here you go. My bad, guys. All right. Uh, machine learning works through where we at? Do machine learning works, and then core steps right here.
Mm.
Okay, cool. Okay, so core steps in machine learning. Um, every ML. Oh, we already. I think we. Okay, right now. Every ML project follows three essential steps: data preparation, collect, clean, and organize the data, handle missing values, fix errors, and make sure everything is in the right format. Model building, choose the right algorithm, train it, fine-tune parameters so it captures the right patterns, evaluate and feedback, test how well the model performs, measurements, accuracy, and refine based on results. Fun fact, most data scientists spend up to 80% of their time preparing and cleaning data, not actually training models, which is kind of boring. But yeah, like debugging sucks, but it's part of like making sure if it works. And that is sadly 80% of their work. All right, slide 5, introducing the three types of learning before we play into the mini game. Let's talk about the three major types of ML: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. Each type learns differently and is used for different kinds of problems. Supervised learning, supervised learning is like teaching with an answer key. You show the model input data and correct output. So it learns by comparing its predictions to the right answers. For example, showing thousands of labeled images of cats and dogs help the model learn differences. Applications include spam detection, handwriting recognition, scoring, and disease diagnosis. It's called supervised because the correct answer guide the learning process, just like a teacher grading homework. Unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning is different. There's no answer key. The model has to discover patterns by or grouping all on its own. It's often used by clustering or dim, diminishing dimensionally reduction. Fancy terms that mean, honestly, I don't memorize that, but fancy terms that mean finding hidden structures in data. For example, companies use its group customers by behavior so that they can tailor products or ads. It's also used for, how did I go to the second one? Here we go. So it's also used for anomaly detection. Spotting unusual activity might signal fraud. You can think of it like exploring a new city without a map and gradually figuring out where everything is. Reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is inspired by trial and error. Here, an agent learns to make decisions by interacting with an environment. It gets rewarded for good actions and penalized for bad ones, gradually improving its strategy to maximize rewards. This is how robots learn to walk, how self-driving cars navigate, and even how AI beat human champions in complex games or like Go and Dota 2. Reinforcement learning teaches persistence. Every failure gives data and improves future performance. Basically, cars, you know how they self-drive now, like Teslas and stuff like that. A lot of them have done messing up, like getting in crashes and stuff like that. So they use reinforcement, not really like AI supervised, basically. But although we want to get to a point where supervised is used onto it, right now it just has to go from trial and error because it's something that just takes too much like firmware, I guess. Okay, so let's go jump into this mini game. All right, example one. You guys see the Netflix big data, right? So Netflix movie recommendations. Who thinks this is supervised learning? Okay, unsupervised. Oh, I'm just gonna get straight into it. Answers. Netflix actually uses a mix. It uses supervised algorithms to predict the ratings you'd give a movie and unsupervised methods to group similar users together. And in the second example, you see like a Forbes, a bunch of things that like interests and stuff like that. So grouping customers by habits and that's unsupervised learning because clustering users based on purchasing or viewing patterns, right? So in example three, we see a robot learn how to walk. Like I just said, that's reinforcement because it takes a lot of firmware and hardware. The robot learns through trial and error, balancing and walking more smoothly over time and collecting data and then finding the average based off that.
Yeah, and the best way to like kind of like simplify it, I guess, if you guys would want to do that, is supervised would be basically labeled data. You'd have much of that, organize that, and try to sort it by that. Unsupervised would be unlabeled data. So when you get that data, all you have to do is cluster and all the data together, and to try to make like I guess assumptions based off those clusterings. So it was a lot more harder, I guess, in when it comes to like organization, I guess, as well. But those are basically the best ways I remember it. It's just labeled and then unlabeled. And then reinforcement, just again, the robot example is a pretty good
Yeah,
one.
so everything hardware basically, like cars and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
All right, cool. All right, key benefits of machine learning. Why is ML so powerful? There are three big reasons that it's so powerful, right? Efficiency, right? Consistency and insights. So let's get into efficiency. Efficiency, it automates repetitive tasks and processes data faster than any human could. Insights, it reveals hidden patterns, helping people make better decisions. Consistency, algorithms apply the same logic every time, reducing bias and human error. It's what powers everyday tools like spam filters, recommendation systems, and even self-checkout security cameras. All right. So applications of machine learning. So applications of machine learning is used everywhere. Healthcare prediction, patient outcomes, detecting diseases early, analyzing medical scans, finance, fraud detection, credit scoring, algorithmic trading, everyday tech, right? So voice assistants, engines, personalized ads, and more. Each of these relies on data-driven models trained through the principles we've discussed. So actually, AI has been around for a long time. Like it really has been. IBM produced the first one like a long time ago, back when like I honestly I can't give you the exact date, but now that we've learned how to kind of train itself and just keep giving itself millions of problems per second and giving it like the database and like knowledge that we have now and the fast computing, putting that all together, it gives you guys like ChatGPT and OpenAI, right? So like that's now like the real version of AI, right? Like its own entity almost, right? So yeah, let's go into the new thing. Oh, and there's a lot of money to be made if you guys are trying to get into AI, right? So like healthcare innovations, there's a lot of money there, even the military finance, finance and business. Actually, I'm trying to tap into that and go into that market and in everyday technology, right? So that's like, let's say like Amazon and Netflix, right? If you guys want to be part of their team. All right. So predictive predictive power of machine learning. Okay. Um, learning shines in prediction, risk detection, identifying anomalies or unusual behavior, like detecting credit card fraud, forecasting trends using past data to collect future outcomes from from weather to stock prices, resource optimization, managing energy, logistics, or inventory more efficiency by predicting needs. Companies rely on these models to save time, reduce costs, and make smarter decisions. I've actually seen within my internship this summer, honestly, a lot of in-house machine learning built. I didn't actually get to work on any of that, which would be pretty awesome. But a lot of companies that you have to like have visas or not have visas, but be born here or like be a citizen. They make their own in-house AI just so that the databases doesn't go out to like other things like Oracle, for example, right? So like a lot of private information. So a lot of in-house machine learning is made with bigger companies, and you guys would have to learn how to debug that and make that on your own, which is what I hopefully can even dab on this semester if you guys would like to join workshops. So all right, let's go to the next thing. Adaptive curriculum and content delivery in education. Machine learning can create personalized learning experiences. Systems collect data from quizzes and activities, clean it, and use models to adapt the difficulty level for each student. This same four-step process, data collection, data processing, model training, development, drives platforms like Duolingo, Khan Academy. I'm sure you guys all hate Khan Academy, and adaptive e-learning apps. And yeah, all right, cool. Strengths of machine learning. Two big strengths stand out. Pattern recognition. ML can find complex relationships in data that humans could never notice. Decision support. It helps humans make faster, more informed decisions using data insight. For example, in healthcare, doctors use ML to predict which treatments work best. And that's still like kind of on the fence. Some hospitals are trying to use it. Some hospitals are still really hesitant on that. If you guys really want to get into healthcare, that's a big thing to get into, honestly. I think there's a lot of money in that. And that's for you guys to get into if you guys are really interested in machine learning. But the humans still makes the final call, obviously. ML doesn't replace judgment, it enhances it, right? Um, and then let's go to the next one. Okay. Responsible AI education. With great power comes great responsibility. As AI enters classrooms, we need to think about ethics, student data protection. Personal data must be kept secure, bias and equity, ensure AI doesn't favor or disadvantage any group, educator readiness. Teachers should get training to use AI effectively. Human-centered learning. Technology should empower, not replace the relationship that makes learning meaningful. And this is honestly the current take of Harvard AI studies that I honestly got a lot of this information from within this slide. And I say this because I kind of disagree. I think AI is going to end up really replacing a lot of things. I'll be honest with you guys. Um, and although right now there's not a lot of laws into it, there's a lot of money even in regulating AI. And that's a big thing that you guys could learn. And I hope we should have workshops on that too. And that's a job in and of itself right now that's just starting to bloom. So there's like obviously at the end of the day, this is money, right? Like we want to think money. That's why we want to do this, and that's why I want to do this. Obviously I have huge passion in this, but at the end of the day, it's what is the best career for us, right? And that's why I hope you guys are interested in this club at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're gonna head on to club announcements. Thank you guys. I think that was a great presentation. Obviously.
Yeah.
And then our vice president is gonna talk about announcements coming up.
Yeah, but thank you, David, for doing that. Really, that's insightful, you know.
Yeah.
But I would like to move on to some announcements that we'd be having for the club moving forward. As of right now, November 10th, where Cal State Long Beach would be hosting, not throwing, but hosting a DataCon, which is basically a huge convention for a bunch of different data analysts, machine learning like specialists, and people in the industry to come over to Cal State Long Beach to try to present. As of right now, we are trying to get the club funding so that we can take around 10 members with us to the event. But if you are interested in it personally, it does have a fee, and we will be posting more about it in the Discord and also on Instagram or possibly just the Discord, I think. But yeah, if you are interested in it, just feel free to stay on the Discord, keep out for those notifications. And then once we hopefully get the funding, we will announce when people can start applying to try to be one of those 10 members that will come with us.
Write your name at the end too if you're interested here. I think that would be really good help to let us know that you were here too, so we just know who's really coming to this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is a good idea. And then for those on the Discord or on the Zoom, I guess you can also put it in the chat as well, and then we can get that down. But yeah, that's another announcement. Another big event that we are proud to be hosting or co-hosting, I guess, with a couple collaboration of a couple other different clubs would be an event called Hacktober. So basically, October 29th and 30th from 11 o'clock to I believe 2 o'clock, we are gathering a bunch of different computer science professors throughout the departments to teach mini workshops throughout those things. So we're trying to get like Professor Gold. We're trying to get a couple other professors as well to try to teach different topics. That's why it's a collaboration with a couple other different events. Sorry, collaboration with other clubs because we are trying to get different like fields of computer science. So there should be like a cybersecurity one. It's just whatever you're interested in. I highly recommend going just to see maybe if that is for you, you know, because you never know. You could be like one day saying like, oh, I really want to be a software engineer, and then go to this one workshop for cybersecurity, sparks your interest, and then, you know, that might do it. Or, you know, you might be super into cybersecurity, come to AI clubs workshop during that time, and then be super into machine learning. So I definitely recommend that. As of right now, we're for sure going to host it, but we will be announcing the specific details upcoming. Our next GBM would be the next Monday, October 10th, or sorry, October 13th. Where me and David will hopefully be hosting a workshop so you can actually get hands-on coding experience where we'll be going over line for line how you can train uh, possibly either an LLM or a chatbot. We would like to keep that kind of general as of right now because we are going over the specifics. But definitely join us next week, and then you'll be able to get on that hands-on experience. Even if you're not a part of our projects, you know, you can still come to our meetings, even over Zoom, and, you know, get that I guess, foundation of where to start. So, speaking of workshops, this week over Zoom, me and David will be hosting another one. It will be probably a smaller one. We still do have to talk over the details, but that will just be like an hour. No, like, it will be recorded, so that way, if you do miss it for the time that we will be hosting it, you can always just rewatch it as well. And then also,
Can I add on to that? Yeah. Okay. And to add on to that too, just like this, obviously this is our first GBM, so it's an introduction to code, like AI. We're not going to go straight into coding. I think that's pretty obvious. Just this first workshop, might not be too hands-on with coding. I mean, we are going to definitely try touching up on it, but it's not going to be too long. But the next week, we're definitely going to be something you can use real life and apply it yourself at home. At the end of the day, I want you guys to be job ready, like prepared. Because like I also do plan within this semester to maybe get some engineers that have worked in the field, maybe not machine learning, but software development that can give you guys a lot of insight on machine learning and coding in of itself. And if you guys need help with any of that, I'm pretty good at coding. Just let me know and I can help you guys out with a lot of things. Okay. I'm a
yeah.
pretty resourceful guy. So just reach out to me on Discord, David Card. And so yeah, just wanted to add on to that. Thank you.
Yeah, and then that's also another thing we're pretty excited to be announcing. Yeah, we will be like trying to get different guest speakers from like either the departments at Cal State Long Beach or outside, you know. But yeah, and then also two more things. We did close a couple of our projects that we did announce in our Discord. We do have a couple teams working on those as we speak. Like right now they're setting up, but we do have one left over. It is more of a complex project, I would definitely say. It's doing research for a PhD student, and I don't know the exact details 100%. Our executive is the one hosting it. I do know if you do go on our Discord though and go underneath our project recruitment, you can find more details. So I would definitely suggest if you guys a little more experienced, or if you do want to at least give it a shot, you know, maybe you never know. Even if you like don't really know too much, but you're pretty quick to learn, definitely suggest applying to that one. And then you
And
can join us hands-on for that.
yeah, 100%. And also, if you like, if you're a younger, like lower classman, I definitely say having research under your resume is a great look if you're looking for internships soon. So I would say look into that. If you could do a research paper with anyone, that's really good, especially for the school. Okay.
Yeah. And then last thing that I did want to mention before letting everyone go, because I did not want to take up 100% of your time. Community projects. This is a thing that I really want to start getting going. So I will be hosting the first one. Under our Discord, we do have a channel called for community projects. So if any of you guys have any ideas that you would like to throw out there, maybe even it's just a thought that's not even maybe machine learning related or AI related, but we are resources that you guys can reach out towards. So I will be hosting a first one that is a kind of a passion project of mine. It is a music like recommendation like application. I'll be like having like writing a full layout for it and then like trying to get post it on there so anybody can join me. We'll be like, you know, trying to get that going, like learning it like on our own and everything. But also, if any of you guys have any ideas, feel free to like, not even if you don't have an outline, just throw the idea out there. Someone will reach out to you, or if not, then I will reach out to you and I'll make these people reach out to you. So definitely excited to get that going. And thank you guys for coming and thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys did get a little bit of a foundation of what machine learning is. I definitely suggest keeping a tab on our Discords to come join us for our workshops. Feel free to grab a cookie on your way out if you guys do want to come. You guys are free to go if you guys do want, but also free to just join us and just, you know, get to
Talk to
know
us
each
for
other a
like
little
2 hours.
bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So also we do have some leftover gifts from our week of welcome, which is like some Rubik's cubes and some small things that we really don't want. So you guys can take them on your way out as well. But overall, and then for the Zoom, thank you guys for everyone for joining us.
And right, you're
And
interested in the datathon, right? Or the
yes,
datathon.
yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah. Because
Yeah, I will also talk about
I
that
want to know
before I
who's
do
really
it.
like participating and really wants to.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
So again, like a thing that we were like really like going for is our datathon. We will be hosting that in the month of February. So we're going to start preparations for that now. That's why me and David will be hosting those workshops for you to go line for line, you know, learn the basics of all the concepts and then also get those hands-on experience, you know. So that will be happening in February. So you have plenty of time to prepare. All it is really just data science. So if you guys do want to research that, Kaggle is a really good I guess like place to start. I'll be posting more on like how to like go through like your first notebook and like how to do all those different things as well. But yeah, that'll be hosting on February. So definitely write your information down so that way we can try to see who's interested in that. But thank you guys so much for
Thank
joining.
you guys for coming.
I will be letting the Zoom go
Yeah.
and we can all talk. Thank you guys.